The relationship between Christians and the mainstream media has been a complex and often contentious one. Many Christians have come to distrust the motivations of the mainstream media, and for good reason. One of the primary reasons for this distrust is the media's blatant bias against Christianity. In recent years, it has become increasingly clear that the mainstream media has an agenda that is opposed to Christian values and principles. This bias is evident in the way that the media reports on Christian issues, often presenting them in a negative or dismissive light. For example, when a Christian business owner refuses to provide services for a same-sex wedding, the media portrays them as bigots and haters, rather than as individuals who are simply trying to live out their faith. Similarly, when a Christian politician speaks out on a moral issue, the media often twisting their words and presenting them as intolerant or extreme. This kind of biased reporting creates a false narrative that Christians are intolerant, judgmental, and out of touch with the rest of society. Another reason why Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media is the media's tendency to perpetuate misinformation and myths about Christianity. The media often presents Christianity as a primitive, outdated, and irrelevant religion that is opposed to progress in science. They perpetuate stereotypes about Christians being uneducated, ignorant, and intolerant, and often present Christian doctrine as being in conflict with reason and evidence. This kind of misinformation is not only misleading, but it also serves to further marginalize and stigmatize Christians in the public square. Furthermore, the mainstream media has a long history of attacking and undermining Christian institutions and leaders. The media has been at the forefront of many high-profile attacks on Christian organizations, such as the Catholic Church, and has often sought to discredit and undermine the authority of Christian leaders. This kind of aggressive and hostile reporting creates a toxic environment that is hostile to Christian values and principles. In addition, the mainstream media's obsession with scandals and controversies within the Christian community is another reason why Christians cannot trust their motivations. The media loves to spotlight Christian leaders who have fallen into sin or scandal, and often presents these instances as representative of the entire Christian community. This kind of sensationalized reporting creates a false narrative that Christianity is corrupt, hypocritical, and unworthy of trust. Moreover, the mainstream media's promotion of secular and humanistic values is also a reason why Christians cannot trust their motivations. The media often presents secularism and humanism as the default values of modern society and implies that Christianity is somehow opposed to these values. This kind of promotion of secular values serves to further marginalize and stigmatize Christians, and creates a cultural climate that is hostile to Christian values and principles. Finally, the mainstream media's lack of transparency and accountability is another reason why Christians cannot trust their motivations. The media often presents itself as a neutral and impartial arbiter of truth, but in reality, it is often driven by a particular ideology and agenda. The media's lack of transparency and accountability makes it difficult for Christians to trust their reporting, and creates a culture of suspicion and mistrust. In conclusion, the motivations of the mainstream media are often at odds with Christian values and principles. The media's bias against Christianity, perpetuation of misinformation, attacks on Christian institutions and leaders, obsession with scandals and controversies, promotion of secular values, and lack of transparency and accountability all contribute to a culture of distrust and hostility towards Christians. As a result, Christians must be cautious and discerning when consuming mainstream media, and must seek out alternative sources of information that are more aligned with their values and principles. By doing so, Christians can stay informed and engaged with the world around them, while also protecting themselves from the negative influences of the mainstream media.